Thanks for joining us. I'm Megan Roberts. 14 children in a Northwest Territories community haven't gone back to school this year because there's no housing available for a teacher to come in and instruct them. Sarah St. Pierre brings us the story.
The classroom for children up to grade 5 has been empty since summer ended at Chief Julian Yendo School in Wrigley. It's unclear when the 14 students who should be learning in it will get to return. The reason, there's been nowhere for their teacher to stay.
It's concern to everybody in the community because students have stayed home for 2 months. This is the time they have to come to school, and as a parent and a teacher, I personally don't feel comfortable.
The previous teacher had to share housing with the principal last year. That's not on the table this time. The principal has dropped off learning material at home for the students who aren't in school, but he's already busy teaching grades 6 to 9, so he says he can't check in daily.
Because of the housing situation, we are not able to hire somebody from outside to come and help. So right now, I'm the only person. It's not been easy, but there's nothing I can do.
The Decho Divisional Education Council did not respond to a request for an interview by deadline. It's the authority responsible for filling the teacher vacancy in Wrigley. The NWC Teachers Association says there are about 20 teaching vacancies around the territory right now, but that number is in the process of being confirmed. Housing availability for teachers is one problem that communities face.
This is historical. We're talking, decades of having this issue, again, in particular in our smaller communities. But, overall, it's really about communities working with the government of the Northwest Territories to identify what their housing needs are.
Last year, 25 teacher vacancies were never filled across the territory. In Wrigley, just this one vacancy due to the lack of housing means some kids are weeks behind in their schooling and have no choice but to wait. Sarah St. Pierre, CBC News, Yellowknife.
Police have confirmed the body of a man at the center of a week-long search and rescue near Fort Resolution, NWT, has been recovered. The 35-year-old was reported missing on September 3rd. Police say he left Tulston Bay, headed to Fort Resolution, a trip of about 60 kilometers, but he didn't reach the community. His boat was found the next day on Mission Island, which is about 5 kilometers from the community. Police had called off formal search and rescue efforts last Thursday. One relative posted on Monday on Facebook, thanking people in the community who continued the search and recovered the body. A historic church in Colville Lake, NWT, burned to the ground this morning. Videos show Our Lady of the Snows church engulfed in flames. It was built in the 1960s and constructed from logs. It was the community's only church. One person who lives in Colville Lake says it came as a shock.
6:30, I looked out my window. Everything was dark. Everything was A-okay. And later, probably about 7:30, I opened my curtains to see a big ball of fire. And here it was the church that was on fire.
Gully says the church was used for baptisms, weddings, and funerals. It was built by Burnwill Brown, who came north as a priest. He was also a painter and pilot who eventually left the priesthood and married. Gully says he's not sure what people will do next with no church in the community, but he would like to see a new one built. A man is facing charges in connection with the sexual assault of an Inuit woman in Montreal, Quebec. Now, police are asking the public to come forward. 54-year-old Mark Pomerantz was arrested and charged in late August with sexual assault. Montreal police allege he approached the victim and convinced her to enter his vehicle. The suspect drove the victim to an isolated location in the Dorval area where the alleged assault occurred. Police have released a photo of the vehicle they believed the suspect was driving at the time of the assault. Officers say they have reason to believe there could be other victims, particularly Inuit women. Montreal police want anyone with information to come forward.
To help us identify victims, but also maybe witnesses, people who've seen, heard of this situation or any other situation, and we'd like them to come forward.
Police say they can't give more details as the matter is still before the court. The Nunavut Police Service is also collecting information and wants anyone with information to contact them. Yellowknife bylaw officers could go on strike in a matter of weeks. It's in an effort for better pay and recognition. Devin Trudinik has that story.
City of Yellowknife bylaw officers have voted in favor of strike action after talks with the city broke down last week. While they haven't put together any formal strike notice, officers are looking for wages that compare to equivalent roles in other parts of Canada.
They want their job to be reclassified and to be properly paid for the work that they're doing. So the issue is we look at comparables in other jurisdictions, and they are making considerably less to any comparable positions that we can find across the country.
Spirito says a senior peace officer in Grand Prairie makes about $47 an hour, and Yellowknife's equivalent makes about $39. She says workers have been at the table with the city since early last year. The city says it has offered bylaw officers a pay bump of 3.5% next year, but Spirito says that isn't enough. In a news release, the city says its last bargain represented a comprehensive and competitive offer that addressed both monetary and non-monetary priorities identified by the union. A 21-day cooling period started Monday, and no legal work stoppage can begin until that's over. Both parties say they are willing to return to the table. Devin Trudinik, CBC News, Yellowknife.
There's reaction across Nunavut following the Prime Minister's announcement of 700 new housing units for the territory. That announcement was made on Sunday. A new government agency will partner with Nunavut Housing to complete construction. But despite the optimism, many details remain unknown. TJ Deere has more.
Housing in Nunavut received a major boost on the weekend. The federal government announced it will be helping the Nunavut Housing Corporation build 700 units in the territory. It's part of a $13 billion investment in housing across Canada. But questions are swirling about the details. How much of that $13 billion will make its way to Nunavut? When do the homes have to be built by? Which communities will get the new homes, and how many? Lauren Kusuguk is the minister responsible for NHC.
We will be in conversation with my federal counterparts, and the Housing Corporation senior staff will also be involved in working out the details.
Aaron Devereaux is the president and CEO of NHC. He also says it's too soon for details around the finances and timelines.
Obviously, we have some initial ideas, and that would form the basis, I think, of their announcement on Sunday, but not at the liberty to disclose those until that contribution is finalized.
Roughly 30% of the 700 new homes getting federal support will be built off-site. A modular home factory is currently under construction in Avviet. Joe Savikatuk is the MLA for Avviet South. He says the work would be welcome there.
We want that business to be viable. It'll create employment for Avviet, and not only that, but it should cost less to ship them out of Avviet as opposed to shipping from the south.
The 700 newly announced units come as the territory works to build 3,000 new homes by 2030. TJ Deere, CBC News, Iqaluit.
Former Deputy Prime Minister and Cabinet Minister Chrystia Freeland has resigned from Cabinet and announced plans to leave federal politics. But, as Ashley Burke reports, Prime Minister Mark Carney has a new role for the longtime Liberal.
Chrystia Freeland arriving to Cabinet for what would be the last time.
Are you ready for
Hours later, the Prime Minister walking her out of the meeting past the cameras with no comment, after it turns out Freeland resigned as Transport and Internal Trade Minister. Freeland later announcing online, "I have decided to step down from Cabinet today and turn the page on this chapter of my life. I do not intend to run in the next federal election." She wrote that after a 12-year political career, it's the right time to make way for others and seek new challenges.
It's a great day. Thank you.
The Prime Minister then posting he's tapping her for a role as Canada's new special representative for the reconstruction of Ukraine.
She knows the country. She has respect of the Ukrainian people. So I can't think of anything better than for her to be doing that.
Freeland, a former journalist of Ukrainian descent, was front and center with the former Prime Minister visiting Ukraine, helping lead Canada's efforts to support it and fight Russian aggression. She speaks the language fluently, and a source says she'll be working with Ukrainian leaders to help rebuild its economy.
The work that Chrystia will lead on Ukraine will be deeply impactful, not just for the war, but for Canada's national security.
Sunny ways, guys, sunny ways.
Freeland's been a fixture on the Liberals' front line since the beginning of Justin Trudeau's government.
I think that Chrystia is a great Canadian who broke a lot of barriers. She was our first female finance minister.
She's also served as a foreign affairs minister, deputy prime minister, and landed a renegotiated NAFTA deal with Donald Trump, who's repeatedly said he doesn't like her.
She was terrible, actually. She was a terrible person.
This is Freeland's second high-profile resignation. She left Trudeau's cabinet in December and then ran to replace him.
Part of her legacy will be bringing down Justin Trudeau. I think Canadians will remember that. I think Liberals will remember that.
She's a giant in Canadian politics, so I wish her the very best, and I thank her for all her years of service.
Sources say Freeland will resign soon as an MP, but a date hasn't been set yet, and that this new role helping Ukraine is just one of the tasks she plans to take on. Ashley Burke, CBC News, Ottawa.
Tributes are pouring in today for a trailblazing Yukon leader. Ione Christensen died on Monday. She was 91 years old. She was born in a small settlement on the Yukon River called Fort Selkirk in 1933, and her long life was full of firsts. To name a few, Christensen was Yukon's first female Justice of the Peace, the first female mayor of Whitehorse, and the Yukon's first female commissioner. In 1994, she was awarded the Order of Canada. After that, Prime Minister Jean Chrétien appointed her to Canada's Senate. Christensen was an avid hiker, historian, birder, and baker. She used a sourdough starter that came over the Chilkoot Pass with her great-grandfather during the Klondike Gold Rush. A number of Yukon politicians and leaders shared their condolences today.
5 men leaving home and saying, "Oh, we have to take."
The future is everything. Stories of incredible ingenuity, dedication, and some extraordinary teamwork. This is parenthood.
Take a voyage with me to the vast, remote, most extreme place on Earth.
For many, this will be a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Where the effects of climate change are intensifying.
The poles are a very rapidly changing place.
And geopolitical cracks threaten peace and stability.
Do you think there's a security concern?
I definitely do.
Experience the historic all-Canadian mission. CBC in Antarctica. Watch free on CBC Gem.
Want to get the most out of CBC News? Use the app or cbcnews.ca for live breaking news on the stories that matter to you. Whether it's local, national, or around the world, turn to CBC News.
It makes sense that they get a larger share, or does it?
Welcome to the Greenbelt.
All of this, just single detached homes.
Yes.
What do we know? I think we can explain.
About that with Andrew Chang.
Although the NBA currently is flooded with Canadian players, this was not a reality.
A new immigration law.
This story is directly tied to all of those families who made a brave choice to come to this country.
My favorite word.
Tariff!
How seriously are you taking this threat?
It's the uncertainty that's the biggest issue.
Canada, we got you.
Elbows up!
The Kitimute Inuit Association, or KIA, is meeting with community members to help shape its conservation strategy. The association is in Kugaruk today and will visit Tolojuak, Joe Haven, and Chilliwack and Joe Haven this month to gather input. Tharsha Ravi-Chakravarthi reports.
The Kitikmeot Inuit Association is going local for their conservation strategy. The goal is to identify areas of cultural importance and ensure conservation planning is Inuit-led. Corey Barker, Interim Director of Lands, Environment and Resources with KIA, says the focus is on local ideas and gaps in current approaches.
And then what we're going to do from this first round of engagements is take back the information we get, apply it into a GIS software, and create some kind of draft mapping that we can then bring back to the communities later on in the year, and basically explore with them whether we got it right, whether there's things that need to be added, changed, and then from there, ultimately try to put these areas of interest into some kind of larger strategy that we can present to the board and see where they'd like to go next with it.
KIA has already met with residents in Cambridge Bay and Kugluktuk. Concerns raised so far include caribou hunting grounds, fish migrations, and other seasonal areas Inuit have relied on for generations. Elder George Angioktuk attended the meeting in Cambridge Bay in May and says his grandparents warned him of changes to come.
The world is changing, they would warn us and be ready for the changes. They couldn't predict what kind of changes were coming, but they talk about changes in the world, in population, and the way people live. And it's so true when they speak about that. They know changes are coming. They don't know what kind of changes, but they know that they will have a direct impact on us like they did to our ancestors. So it's an ongoing thing.
His primary concern is how mining and building development changes the land and nature. KIA plans to visit more communities later this year with the intention of working with other organizations to put the findings into action. Tharsha Ravi-Chakravarthi, CBC News, Iqaluit.
27 people have become ill with Salmonella, including one person in the Northwest Territories. The outbreak is linked to contaminated dog food and treats. The Canadian Food Inspection Agency says people can get sick through contact with a dog or by handling their food, even if the animal appears healthy. Most of the 27 cases were confirmed in Alberta and British Columbia. The agency hasn't identified the brand of the contaminated dog food or treats, but it warns people should wash their hands after touching dogs, their food, and treats. Canada's annual inflation rate notched higher in August. Statistics Canada says it rose to 1.9% last month. Gas prices rose 1.4% month over month in August, and the cost of groceries rose 3.5%. Rising rents and mortgage interest costs remain the biggest factors pushing the inflation rate higher. The update comes ahead of the Bank of Canada's interest rate decision on Wednesday. And the high cost of living in this country is reflected in a new report by Food Banks Canada. It says 1 in 4 Canadian households struggle to get food on the table. It says too many people are spending almost all of their incomes on essentials like groceries, housing, and transportation. Nicole Williams reports.
This food bank in Orillia, Ontario is busier than ever.
Tell me what we're looking at here. What is this?
So we're expanding our fridge and freezers.
Bigger fridges, a bigger kitchen. But bigger isn't better.
So we're supporting around 1,700 individuals per month about 2 years ago. We're now supporting about 2,500 individuals per month. So it's definitely going up. We don't want to grow.
Food banks are great, but they're not, because they are an indication of something that is fundamentally wrong in our society.
The city is one of the latest in Ontario, being pushed to the brink by declaring a food insecurity emergency, stating nearly a third of households in the region are struggling to afford groceries.
So we're seeing this affect every community from coast to coast to coast.
In its annual poverty report card, Food Banks Canada has given this country a D. It highlights recent data from Statistics Canada that shows a 40% increase in poverty and food insecurity in the last 2 years, with a quarter of all households in Canada struggling to afford food.
A lot of people with jobs are now having to stop at the food bank on the way home from work instead of the grocery store because that's just out of reach.
It points to rising youth unemployment and a lack of affordable housing as some of the factors.
Personally, I can see nothing on the horizon that suggests that it's going to get better.
The Liberal government defending the work it's done to make life more affordable.
And the first measure that we implemented was to reduce taxes for 22 million Canadians, exactly to help families across our country. And we can be proud of this.
But Food Banks Canada says more needs to be done to combat food insecurity, including more funding for social supports and updating benefit programs for low-income Canadians. Nicole Williams, CBC News, Orillia, Ontario.
Immigration professionals and people applying to enter Canada say they're increasingly getting refusals that, in their opinion, don't make sense. Some believe the Immigration Department's use of computer technology to speed up the process is to blame. Shayna Luck explains.
Chandni Ajwani and Jay Dave married in 2023. She's a Canadian citizen who lives in Montreal. He's an Indian citizen. They applied for spousal sponsorship long-term, and in the meantime, a visitor visa.
What was more important was both of us staying together.
Their visa application was rejected for lack of funds, but the couple says they both submitted proof of good incomes.
There was anger, I'm not going to lie.
Their immigration consultant is a former immigration officer. She says she's getting more refusals she thinks are poorly considered.
Officers have a lot of pressure to do a lot of decision extremely fast, and that's when these problems occur.
IRCC has a backlog of more than 900,000 cases, and it's faced pressure to process cases quickly. But recently, in an open letter, immigration lawyers say they're getting decisions that make no sense, and linking that to some tech meant to speed things up. IRCC acknowledged it is using technology to help, but said in a statement, no final decisions are made by artificial intelligence, and our tools do not refuse or recommend refusing applications. This Toronto immigration lawyer points to an applicant who was refused for not submitting a birth certificate, except, he says, it was included.
It does not instill the confidence we need in an immigration system to foster a belief that we are processing applicants in a fair and transparent manner.
This Vancouver immigration lawyer is concerned by one particular tool developed to allow officers to examine, approve, or refuse multiple cases at the same time.
I think that this bulk and blanket treatment of individuals definitely has had a negative impact on the system.
IRCC says decisions are made by highly trained officers who assess each application. As for Ajwani and Dave, they asked for their case to be re-examined.
I know that's not how Canada functions. Like, our immigration system is quite fair.
And the IRCC changed its decision on review. Shayna Luck, CBC News, Halifax.
Yukon communities have had a few helping hands this month. A group of travelers have been picking up odd jobs in small-town Yukon. They've left their day jobs at home to give back to communities and local businesses. The CBC's George Moratis went to Carmax to meet some of them.
A popular walking bridge in Carmax has gotten spruced up. It's not pros doing the painting. It's tourists in the Yukon for a working holiday.
I love the Yukon. And coming to small communities to help out is my idea of fun.
The painters are here by choice. They were selected after applying to the Rugged Apprentices program. The Yukon government initiative gives people the chance to come to the Yukon and lend a hand, doing odd jobs, like painting a bridge.
It's to me, it's not going to a beach, it's going somewhere where I'm giving back. I'm not just taking, I'm giving back in all the ways. I'm not a problem tourist per se, but I'm coming and I'm giving back to the communities and meeting the people. I'm kind of getting the real sense of Yukoners, not just the tourist version.
The Rugged Apprentices have day jobs. Kim's a nurse at a children's hospital in Edmonton. There's also an aspiring firefighter.
I'm actually an elementary school teacher, so one that's like very passionate about Indigenous studies, outdoor ed, and experiential education. So this was very up like my alley.
We direct them as best we can, and we're not tour guides, but we tell them where to go and what to check out, and they're very appreciative, and they're so excited to be here, and they're always asked, like last time we had a barbecue with them, they're like asking me, what can I do? Can I help? And I'm like, no, we got it, don't worry, just enjoy.
I never really needed a reason to go to Yukon. Like, I can always pack my bags and just take a flight up, but this was really what made me want to come to the Yukon, and just being able to help a community, not necessarily in need, but be able to provide some kind of value and just recognize them is really important for them, and I think it's very fulfilling for me as well.
Johnny says, well, it may seem like just a fresh coat on a popular walking bridge. The painting is much more.
It's helping us out. We're all busy already. It's a small town. There's not a lot of people. A lot of people around here, we have to wear multiple hats. We got to do a lot of jobs just for one person. And having people that aren't from here or just don't know much, like just coming to help and putting in that work, it's a lot of help. It's
and you
very
helped them.
appreciative.
You
Yeah.
made a traditional lunch. What's on the menu today?
Bison chili. My dad got bison last year, and he gave me some, and I had my last pound of bison meat left, and I was like, you know what? Why not let them try? It's pretty good. I like it. So
I'm guessing it's probably going to be the first time for some of these folks.
yeah, I bet so. Yeah, yeah. I tried it. It was pretty good. So.
Cormax wasn't the only community getting help this month. Rugged Apprentice volunteers were also in Dawson City, Teslin, and Burwash Landing. George Moratis, CBC News, Carmax.
Well, hunting season is just...
And that is Northbeat for tonight. For news anytime, go to cbc.ca/. Thank you for watching. I'm Megan Roberts. Have a good night.